Today is a very sad day. The Tencent Nintendo Switch eShop has officially been closed. If you don't really know what a Tencent Nintendo Switch is, then I'd recommend watching my other video about it. So yeah, there is no more Nintendo eShop in China, which pretty much marks the beginning of the end for Nintendo in China in general. The online servers are still up and running for now, but on May 16th they certainly won't be. After that date, there will officially be no more official supported Nintendo services in China. There's no Switch 2 over there, first of all. Their repair service has been closed. Now the eShop, and soon the online servers. The reason this is kind of a big deal is because now a lot of these games are simply unobtainable now. Not to mention you literally cannot re-download the ones you already bought after May 16th. It also gives us a little bit of a taste of what Switch stuff shutting down globally will look like. And yeah, the fact that we even have Nintendo Switch stuff shutting down already is just nuts to me. I mean, the Switch 2 is the newest console right now, and it is not even a year old, and we have previous gen Nintendo Switch stuff shutting down, even if it is just China. The iQOO 3DS XL, which was the last Chinese Nintendo console released before the Tencent Switch, had its servers shut down on April 8th, 2024, alongside the rest of the world, because that's when Nintendo Network shut down. The iQOO 3DS never had an eShop and had 2 games released, so yeah, that was kind of a bust. Right now, I want to show you all what the Tencent Switch eShop looked like on the final day, and sort of talk about some more stuff. So as I browse through here, let's talk about the console just a bit more. The Tencent Nintendo Switch slapped Chinese store shelves on December 10th, 2019, with I believe only one game, which was New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Then from what I can tell based on release dates, it then took until March for more games to come out, being Super Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. China was the last major area to see the launch of the Switch. South Korea and Taiwan also saw the Switch launch earlier in 2019, but China was one of, if not the last to get it. And like I said in my other video about this thing, only the V2 models and the OLED models were released, no Switch Lite or V1. The Tencent Switch had the most games released of any Nintendo console in China, even if it's still not that many. Before this, the libraries were always atrociously small, less than 10 games most of the time. On the last day of the eShop, there were a slithery total of 50 games available. Keyword available. Some games were delisted just a few days ago for some reason, and others were delisted long ago. Some games have DLC and updates, and the ones with the pink box thing in the corner have demos available, some of which aren't even in the US. Most of these games were digital only. It was mostly first-party games that actually got physical releases. It's also worth mentioning the Tencent Switch actually got third-party support from indie devs and stuff, which has really never happened in China in the past, and also officially released Pokemon games. But some games just didn't get physical releases. Like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu were digital-only games for some reason, but the Pokeball Plus was still sold in stores, and new Pokemon Snap got a physical release. So yeah. From what I've heard, the physical games are actually still going to be in production, which I find weird and odd and strange. I mean, the whole everything is shutting down for this thing, including online play. Here's a list of the best sellers on the final day. And wow, Chinese people actually have great taste. Super Mario Odyssey is number 1. Now I want to talk about preservation. I just mentioned how some of the eShop's games were delisted long ago. Major problem with that. There are 2 games that we do not know anyone who owns. So for now, they're completely unpreserved and pretty much lost media, except for just screenshots of the eShop page. I also went through my entire friends list and saw that no one on there has them either. So please, if you're watching this and have one or both of these games that I'm showing you on the screen, please leave a comment or get into contact with me somehow. I mean, as long as we got them, that's pretty good. It would be nice to actually have them fully preserved though. So in conclusion, eShop, gone. Online servers, about to be gone. Nintendo in China, dead. I really hope the Switch 2 comes out in China because I will definitely buy one of those, like I've said before. But honestly, at this point, I don't see it happening. But I do believe that it was planned. Maybe this is something I'm overthinking. But if we take a look at my Tencent Switch menu here, we can see the Tencent version of Super Mario Odyssey, which has the title in Chinese, and then the American cartridge that I put in the Switch, which has the title in English. All of the American game cartridges, or whatever region they are, as long as they're not China, will show up with English names if they're not released in China. So like Super Mario Party, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you put all those international cartridges into a Tencent Switch, it will show the English name. If I look at my own main Switch profile on the Tencent Switch, because you can do that, you can see that some games don't load at all, which is funny. But some games, like Mario Kart World, which was a launch title for the Switch 2, has the name in English. Does this maybe mean that a Chinese version was playing? I don't know, probably not. I'm probably just overthinking it. But anyways, alongside the online server shutdown, you bet I will be trying to stay online for as long as possible. Probably on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't know how it's going to work or if we're even going to be able to stay on, but there's a good chance I'll post updates about that. So I know this video is kind of short, so I'm just going to show you guys raw gameplay of me playing some online races on Tencent Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So have fun watching those.